I did the garden, so here's the orchard. Late June orchard tour. You can see our peach right there and our bat box. We have apples, 2 apples over here. The foxglove beard tongue is still flowering, and pale coneflower. Some non-native but super awesome chicory. We love to actually drink chicory tea. Ohio spiderwort. Our roadside bed is looking so cool. I have to show you. This is a really rough spot. It's so dry. The soil's really poor just because there was so much trash and we had to mess all the soil structure up. And so it's healing itself with all of these beautiful plants. Butterfly weed is doing a great job. And there's just butterflies everywhere. So this year we added another huge section to our orchard. Here's the original section. And I don't know if you remember, but a long time ago we had paths in here, and you can still see the areas that were paths. The plants are a lot shorter. So once soil compaction occurs, it takes a long time to heal. So right in the middle there. But the rattlesnake master's coming in. Soon it'll all be uniform. I don't know how many years. But then here's our new area. And we had killed part of this zone a long time ago because we thought we were going to put a high tunnel over here. And we didn't get that from the government, and it was actually a super great thing we didn't, because it didn't meet our needs. And we're just trying to not do all that. And so we already have dogbane coming in and fleabane. We've planted some new apple trees. We picked some that are super flavorful. We got these from Fedco because neither of us like those watery giant apples you can buy at the grocery store. We want some really flavorful apples like Ashmead's kernel. So we're excited. Over here we've got some native plums and cultivated plums. They are awesome for cross-pollination. So this is a new hybrid plum, and then here's one, and then right over here is another American plum, Prunus americana. We have pawpaws all tucked in. You've seen this the other day when I did the video on silky dogwood. So we have some room back here that isn't, ooh, there goes a great spangled fritillary, that isn't planted with trees yet. We have some in the middle, a cherry, another apple, and that's because we are going to this fall get some Yates persimmon. We have native persimmons here, but Yates, which is a cultivar, is supposed to produce a lot quicker. And since this is also not just a nature preserve but also our edible farm, we are going to put some of those in and some Dunstan chestnuts. So that's exciting. So this is holding space. And mostly in here is a lot of natives. We have some non-natives for sure, some European grasses, but it's tons of asters and goldenrods and fleabanes. Let me just finish walking you around. Right over here is a zone we used to have some plants. Ooh, I don't know if you saw, that was a brown thrasher. Cool. This habitat is incredible. This zone is also working to heal itself and definitely has some more non-natives in it. White sweet clover and some teasel and this crazy bindweed. So we're just keeping them off. Our bayberries we planted. Yes, you can make bayberry candles with those. And then this ground nut from Natives in Harmony, we're so excited about. We just are really working to get that to thrive. That is an edible, and the blooms are beautiful. We've wanted it for years, so we were all excited to find that with Gail Martin in Marengo, Ohio. After a bit here, you won't even tell. A lot of these non-natives will work themselves out, or we'll pop them as we get time. We're not really worrying about the sweet clover. I think the thrasher was right in this zone. Okay, let me turn you around. We're going to include this new pair in. So Steve's going to stop mowing a strip between and we're going to include it in. And this edge is pretty rough. It's mostly European grasses. But in the middle is a cover crop of crimson clover and spelt. And I've tucked in a lot of native perennials. And we'll do this video again in a couple years, and I know we'll all marvel at the way the natives can take this over. Goldenrods and asters are your friend when dealing with all these non-native European grasses. Trust me, we've learned. And the fleabanes are native. So many people talk about it being a weed. It's native and the insects love it. Okay, so here, one of our older pears has some fruit on it. And then lastly, but certainly not least, is our grapes. Oh, we have so many grapes coming on. It's kind of a wild, chaotic mass of grapevine, but who cares? You climb in there and you harvest some fabulous Concord grapes. And we have one bluebell grape. Oh, another Susan wanting to self-sow? Great, let her grow. Goldenrods? Yes, please. Look at that range. It's almost full shade. I'm going to just finish the circle for you with our blueberries that have grass growing all around them, which we'll trim sometime when we're not doing more important things like nature observation. And I'm also curious to see if that maybe keeps the catbirds out of there a bit. You know how they love blueberries. That's the orchard. It can be a fabulous place. It doesn't have to be mowed. Welcome it to life, and I think that you're going to be surprised with the amount of fruit that you get, because we certainly have been.